Yo, RX finally back with another breakdown of UFC Vegas 68, Lewis versus Spivak again. Finally back after another UFC break, not a month long, only a week long, but we're finally back for 8 weeks straight, so get ready to hear me for 8 straight weeks. Not gonna do a recap of 283 if you don't know what happened, what rock are you living under, and only thing I want to say before I get into this is first, I'm still a little sick from last recording 2 weeks ago, still got a little bit of a cough. You're gonna hear me cough a lot during this, so just expect it. Got a comment about that funnily enough the other day, and yeah, fuck you. And besides that, please like, comment, sub, 100 subs go by the end of the year, and then 100 subs goal by the end of the year. And can't think of anything else to say besides. Told you. Besides, let's get into this card. 12 fights. I'm only gonna break down 8. I'll talk about why in a little bit when I get to those fights. But yeah, we got 12 fight card, meant to be in Seoul, Korea, China, where the fuck. But it's in the Apex. Still gonna be starting at 10 p.m., which is fucking insane. 10 p.m. EST. And yeah, but whatever. Fights are back, and it's not a terrible card. So let's talk about this. First fight on the card, we have Tatsuro Taria versus Jesus. I'm trying not to cough. Versus Jesus Aguilar. I try not to say Jesus, but it's literally right there. Let's talk about Tatsuro Taria. Great prospect at 125, right behind Lambukaya for best prospect in the division right now. Both look like future top contenders. Tatsuro's looked more consistently great. He's had 2 good showings in his debut. He's 2-0 in UFC. In his debut, he had in my opinion, underwhelming showing versus Carlos Candelario. But then his last fight, he bounced back against CJ Vergara and just fucking annihilated him. It was not a fight. He just ran through CJ like he was nothing. And for Tatsu, maybe he was nothing. Yeah, Tatsu's good, man. His grappling's really good. Striking, if I remember correctly, is pretty good. And overall, man, he's just a problem. He's just a one. He's only 23 years old, 11-0. Don't be shocked by the end of the year if we're talking about him and Muhammad as like new top contenders in the division. Opening a cough drop if you can hear that. He's a good problem, man. Him and Muhammad, man. That top tier, the upper echelon of that division, Moreno, Pantoja. Figgy just left, so not him, but fucking Pantoja, Perez, Carfront, all better be watching. You're gonna be hearing these names climb the rankings soon. Not much more to say. Tatsuo is just really good. To talk about his opponent, Jesus Aguilar. This is his UFC debut, coming off the Contender Series last year. So he fought not long ago. He looked fine in Contender Series from what I remember. He didn't look amazing, but he looked good enough to get a contract, getting the 3rd round finish, being a underdog, might I add. So yeah, he 8-1, only 26 years old. It's not a great debut. They were kind of feeding him to the wolves in this fight, but could he pull off the upset? I guess in a world he could. Is he gonna? No. If we're being honest, no. Jesus is good. I'm interested to see how he does in his second fight, because he's losing this one. This is just getting fed to Tatsuo. So, and the betting odds even show that Tatsuo is a -1,000 plus. He's gotten bigger throughout the week. Do I agree with those odds? No. I would have Tatsuo minus 250, 300. He's good if he minus 1,000 in this fight now. Yeah, CJ, yeah. Against Carlos, maybe. Not in this fight. I'm still gonna pick him, but I don't think he's minus 1,000. So, overall, I feel bad for Jesus, but sorry, kid. So, I'm going Tatsuo Taria to win this fight, and I'm gonna say, let's go. I'm feeling decision here. I think Jesus can give him some problems, but I do think Tatsuo will be able to waver storm and get the decision win. So I'm going Tatsuo Taria by decision. After that, we got a middleweight fight between John Young, the Iron Turtle Park, versus Dennis Tululian. I just said a middleweight fight, didn't say a good one. Let's talk about John Young Park. John Young has had a lot of fights already in the UFC for not being in there long. He's already had I'm trying to not cough, I forgot. This is his 8th UFC fight since 2019. He is 5-2. His wins, his best one's probably Eric Anders. His 2 losses are Fluffy Hernandez and Gregory Rodriguez in that crazy war. He's pretty good. His striking is not bad. His ground game is really good. Overall, he's really good. Could easily see him being a 15 to maybe like a 11 ranked middleweight. He's good. He could bring some problems. In his wins, he's looked pretty dominant. Against fucking John Phillips, he dominated. Against Teflon, he dominated. Against Joseph Holmes in his last fight, he dominated not even that long ago. Overall, he's just been doing really good. And I just think overall he's pretty good. And he's going off his first finish in the UFC. Finish win. He's been finished. His 2 losses are by finish. So overall, I think John Young is good, man. 31 years old. He's in his stride right now. And yeah, he's pretty fucking good. To talk about his opponent, Dennis Tululian. He is 1-1 in the UFC. In his debut, he got obliterated by Alaskabib Kirkazev. I know I said that wrong. I'm sorry. Not the most favorable debut for a debuting fighter, but what can you do about it? And yeah, you got his ass beat. But then in his last fight, he picked up a win. A couple months ago, he beat Jamie Pickett. Is that saying much? No. Jamie Pickett fucking sucks. But yeah, he beat him. Finished him. And didn't look horrendous. He looked okay. Like, I don't think much of him, to be honest. I think he's a pretty whatever fighter. Actually, I don't think he's that good, to be honest. But he's coming off a win, so they ain't cutting him yet. Yeah, not much that I don't think is that good. The betting odds for this fight have John Young Park minus 200. I'd move him up to minus 3. He should easily win this fight. I really don't see him having much issues in this fight. I think he will easily get the fight any way he wants. Decision, finish, submission, whatever. I think Dennis fucking sucks, and I think Park will win easily. So I'm going with John Young Park by to be honest, I'm not sure yet. The part of me saying submission or TKO late, but knowing I'm so sorry. Knowing Park, he'll probably get a decision, a dominant decision. So I'm going to join your Park by dominant decision. After that, we got the fight I've had most problem picking this week because it's such a close matchup and both are not that good. The betting odds make no sense for this fight. We have Fire Fist Yeon Kim versus Mandy Monster Bowen Monster. Yeah, not looking forward to picking this fight. I think it could be a good fight. Not looking forward to picking it. Let's talk about Fire Fist. Yeon Kim. Yeon, I thought should have been cut after her last fight. She is on a 4-fight losing streak now. But yeah, I guess UFC likes her. She is 3-6 in the UFC. Holy fuck. Her wins are just in case. But man, can you really get mad at her losses outside? Like Lucy Pudilova, she's okay. Antonia Shevchenko, yeah, that was a bad one. Alexa Grasso, not gonna be mad at you. Maya McCann, not gonna be mad. Cash Wader, she won that fight, let's be honest. Edwards, eh. She always has a fun fight most of the time, but yeah, I gotta win, man. Yeah, I fucking win. And if I'm trying to think, is this her first time fighting down at featherweight? Or no, never mind. I guess that Edwards fight was short notice. That's why she fought there. Yeah, she's fighting for a job at this point. I don't know how she couldn't be. 5 L's in a row. Even if she did win Cash Wader fight, still 1-4 in her last 5. Especially losing to Mandy Bowen to go out would be a bad look for her. And she's 33 years old. She needs this win, man. Her having fun fights, it can only get you so far. Because she, like that, she always has a fun fight, but man, need a win, man. For her opponent, Mandy Bowen, she's also probably fighting for a job. I don't know how this ain't a loser gets cut fight, because combined, these two have about 1 win in the UFC over their last 5 fights. For Mandy, 2, because she's only had 2. Yeah. Bowen is 0-2 in UFC. In her debut, she got dominated by Ariane Lipsky. Not mad at it, in a way. Debut jitters, blah blah blah. Should you be getting beat up by Ariane Lipsky? No. But I'll give you a pass. Then she got dominated by Victoria Leonardo. That's when the red flag started to show. In London, in her last fight, she let Victoria Leonardo look flawless against her, and that's the problem. Victoria Leonardo sucks, and you let her look like she's actually really good. So she maybe I give you a pass for the Lipsky fight. I don't give you a pass for Leonardo, because that's embarrassing. She needs a winning round. I'm trying to think what I can say about her game. I can't think of anything. Her striking looks shitty. Her wrestling looks shitty. She needs to just show something. Even if she loses, if she at least can show something, maybe they keep her around one more fight. But man, she needs to show something quick. Because I don't think she's won a round. I'm pretty sure in her 6 rounds, she's not won a round. So, yeah. Yeah, man. The betting odds for this fight I think are fucking insane. Yeon Kim is minus 260 to plus 210. I think that's fucking atrocious. I would have it 115 apiece. I think both are fighting for their job. Ji-Yeon has looked very up and down in fights. You got in the Edwards fight, she looked so bad. Against Catchwater, she looked great. Molly, she looked okay. Grasso can look only so good. And Boehm, I kind of get because Boehm has dog shit in her last 2 fights, but is this a favorable matchup? In a way. I don't know. This fight is so hard to predict. You have 2 girls fighting for their job. One has shown nothing. One has shown a lot, but that's not good and bad. So it's like, what do you pick? My heart's telling me Bowen. My brain is telling me Kim. Fuck it. I'm going Mandy Bowen. This is her last chance. Put up or shut up. If you can't win this one, get cut. Loser gets cut. I think Ji-Yeon's gonna get cut. Well, Mandy Bowen to finally look half decent at least and win. Mandy Bowen by decision. This is a part of the card I was talking about when I say instead of the 12 fights, I'm gonna be bringing down 8 because now the next 4 fights are the road to UFCs. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. Didn't watch it. Don't have Fight Pass. So I'm not going to talk about these 4 fights. Do I even know my picks for them yet? Not really. I'm excited to watch them, but I'm not going to lie to you. Not going to do a breakdown of them. Could not do a breakdown of them. So, don't even know my picks yet. So, if you want a breakdown of them, go watch someone else. Besides that, I'm going to just skip to the 5 main card fights. So, yeah, this is going to be a shorter video because I'm not talking about the full card for once. To begin the main card after the road to UFCs, we start off with a hyped up debut for me. Should be a lot of people if you watch Contender Series. You got Yasaku Kinoshita versus Adam Fuggett. Not Fuckit, Fuggett. Let's talk about Kinoshita. Kino is coming off Contender Series. He is 6-1. He had a great showing on Contender Series, getting the finish and the contract. And now he's finally getting his UFC debut. He looks pretty good, man. He looks like a nice add to 170. I'm excited to see how he does. I think this is a good opening matchup and a big card for the Chinese, Koreans, all that. And I'm very excited to see how he does. Yeah, I'm very intrigued to see how he does in this one. He has a really good striking. I don't remember his grappling much if we even saw it, but his striking is really good. And yeah, he is gonna. I think he's a nice new add to 170, which already has 2 great prospects in Michael Morales and Renat. At Kinoshita, we're getting even more talent in that division, which kind of needs it when you see the top 15 of some of the people in it. So, overall, I'm hyped to see how Kinoshita looks. To talk about his opponent, Adam Fuckett. This is his 2nd UFC fight after coming on short notice versus just talking about Michael Morales. He gave Morales a fight, but still lost. Apparently, giving Michael Morales a fight is enough for you to get picked. Because I've seen on Twitter a lot today, people picking him for some fucking reason. I think that's insane. Yeah, he gave Michael Morales a fight, but how much of that was he's good, and how much of that was Morales had no time to train for him? Yeah, and he still got finished in the end, so yeah, he gave a fight and still lost. Good for him. Like, what can you really say? you gave a dude a fight and still lost. Unless you're, if he was in there with fucking Colby or Usman did that, then fine. But Michael Morales, come on, kids, come on. I like Michael Morales. I think he's really good, but you're pushing it. The betting after this fight have Kinoshita minus 300 to plus 240. Completely agree. If you want to throw Kinoshita up to 500, I would not disagree. I think he's gonna win this fight, but I don't see him how he loses this. He would need to do something super bad to lose this, and I just don't think he's going to. So, my lock of the night, might I have, Yusaku Kinoshita. I am gonna go with in this one, just like everyone else should be. And how do I think he's gonna win? I'm gonna say, let's go with I'm gonna go with a knockout in the, but fuck it, I think he's gonna show up big time and get a first round finish. Yusaku Kinoshita by knockout in the first. Let's get it. Lock of the night. So there we go. Main card. Opener. After that, we had the fight I'm most hyped for on the card. Even as a Derek Lewis fan, I'm still most hyped for this fight because it's the return of the Superboy. We have the Korean Superboy Do Ho Choi versus Kyle the Monster Nelson. He's back. Let's talk about the Superboy. 3 years since we've seen the Superboy in the UFC. He's finally back and ready to do what he was doing before. Will he? Probably not. But cool to have him back. He's 31 years old now, a little older. Had time to recover. He is on a 3-fight losing streak, which is a big talking point. Yeah, it is a little frightening. But he's back, man. His fight with Cub just got put in the Hall of Fame. And now let's see what he brings. Very hard to talk. Like, we know what he was before. He was a tough kid. Really good. Had a lot of potential. And now he's a little older. Had time to relax. See how he looks now. Not much more to say. Hard to predict how a dude off a 3-year layoff is going to look. They gave him a layup matchup, so now it's time for him. Either he lays it up and or maybe he even dunks it, or he misses it. Let's talk about his opponent, Kyle Nelson, the layup. Yeah, he's just here to lose, if we're being honest, but let's see if he spoils the party. Does he actually do what he's meant to do, or does he win? He is 1-4 in the UFC, so win or get cut, really. His only wins, Polo Reyes, whoever the fuck that is. His losses, J.O. Fiera, Matt Siles, Billy Q, and Jai Herbert. Not long ago, Jai Herbert. But he's not losing to bad fighters, just he's losing, so. And he's just not that good in general. Yeah, he's just here to lose. Not much more you can really say. Could he pull off the upset and ruin everyone's happiness? Yeah, but is he gonna? No. So, the betting odds for this fight have Superboy minus 190 to plus 160. I would disagree. Just because we don't know how Superboy's gonna look. He is probably gonna be rusty. Can he knock the rust off in this fight? Can he not? I'd move into a minus 150. Still a favorite, but not as big. Just because we don't know what we're gonna get from him. If he's still the Superboy we know, did he get better? How long will it take him to knock the rust off if he does have any? Some fighters haven't had any. A lot of questions. They gave him a favorable matchup, so now it's just time for him to deliver. So overall, of course, I am going to go with the Superboy. It would be stupid not to. And I'm going to go with... Fuck it, I think Superboy comes back in style. I'm going to Do Ho Choi knockout in a second. Let's go. Superboy's back. Can't wait. Superboy by knockout in a second. Think he knocks the rust off in round 1 and knocks him out in round 2. Superboy by knockout. By the way, I hope it doesn't feel like I'm rushing through these fights. I'm not. Just, you really want me to talk about Kyle Nelson more? No. This fight I'll have to talk about a little more because a lot to talk about with these two. we have at heavyweight Marcin Tybura versus Blagoy Baga Ivanov. Let's talk about Marcin Tybura. Marcin coming off a huge upset win against Alexander Romanov in his last fight. No one saw it coming. And now he's back trying to capitalize off that, trying to climb the rankings more. He's been in the UFC forever. I've broken down so many of his fights by now. He is 10-6 in the UFC. Romanov is honestly his best win. That him and Spivak. His 6 losses are to good name fighters, so can't really get mad at them. Lewis, Sakai, which that's actually a bad one. But Lewis and Volkov being his 2, you can't get mad at. He's been on a nice roll lately. He in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, he's only lost 1 to Volkov. Besides that, he's beat everyone: Romanov, Walt Harris, Greg Hardy, Ben Rothwell. So yeah, his game, his plan. His plan is get you to the ground, gas you out, and win. Works against Romanov. Will work again. We'll see. Tybura, 37 years old, still trying to climb those rankings, man. Can he do it? Coming off the biggest one of his career so far. Has a lot of momentum. First opponent, Blagoy Ivanov, coming off a win also, quote, because he lost that DeLima fight. That was a fucking robbery. He's finally back fighting consistently again after a long layoff in between his last 2 fights. He's finally back fighting consistently. He is 3-3 in the UFC, 2-4 really. His only 2 wins are Ben Rothwell and Tai Tuivasa when Tai was on his losing streak. Besides that, he's lost to JDS, Derek Lewis, and Sakai. Even though he is 3-3. He lost to DeLima but beat Sakai. He's not that good, to be honest. He's big. And that's about it, man. I really can't find many positives in the game of Blagoy Ivanov. I can't think of one more. He's tough as a motherfucker. He is so tough. Like, I'm not even being funny. Like, he took some clean shots by Derek Lewis and shit. Like, wow. And, like, he takes fucking damage. He can take a punch like not many heavyweights can. So, yeah, but bad thing for him in this fight, Tybura has never been one of those throw and try and KO guys. He's always been a try and get you down and win by submission or decision guy, TKO maybe. So he's kind of fucked in this fight. The betting odds for this fight have Tybura -155 to +130. I'd move him up to 200. He's just better. He might be older by a year, but he's just better. Blagoy looked like shit in his last fight, and I don't see him looking much better against higher level competition. Tybura should easily win, and yeah, I'm going Marcin Tybura by decision. Should be an easy night for him. I don't think much of Blagoy after that last fight. He lost clearly. So Marcin Tybura by decision. After that, the co-main event of the evening, light heavyweight bout that could go either way. By the way, the co-main should be duo choice. I don't care what anyone says. We have Da-Ung Sida Jung versus Devin Brown Bear Clark. Coin flip fight, man. Let's talk about it. Usually I don't talk about co-mains, but a lot of people probably don't know about these two, so let's talk about it. Da-Ung Jung does fight a lot, have broken down many of his fights. He is 4-1-1 in the UFC. His wins, really his best one's Kendi and Zachaku. His first loss in the UFC was in his last fight to Dustin Jacoby. and then he had a draw with Sam Alvey. That terrible look, yes. And it was in 2020, so it's not even like, oh, this long ago. No, 2020. Daang is pretty good, tall, pretty good for an unranked fighter, I should say. He's actually not that great of a fighter, I don't think. He's very tall, which does help, but outside of that, he he could get knockouts, but his only knockout, not TKO, is Kennedy by. I still don't understand how that happened. He got a TKO against Mike Rodriguez, who he got an easy win. He submitted some dude in his debut. So he's well-rounded. He's okay at everything, I guess. And again, he's really tall, which is a big advantage of his. Overall, I don't think the more I watch him fight, the less I think of him. He's just okay. He's just okay. He's really tall. For his opponent, Devin Clark, he's been in a lot of fights with big name guys. Like a lot. He has he's 7-7 in UFC. He has 7 losses. There are, well, 6 of them are notable. Jan Blachowicz, Alexander Ratchik, Ryan Spann, Anthony Smith, Ian Kutilaba, Azamat Murzakanov. Are you gonna get mad at any of those 6 losses? Maybe Ian. Yeah, Ian I'll get pissed at, but the other 5, Azamat's great, Anthony Smith is Anthony Smith, Spam's good, Ratchik and Ian, do I need to say anything about them? Like, he's not losing to terrible competition consistently. So, his wins are not bad either. Alonzo Menifield. Nah, actually, a lot of his wins are pretty shitty. He's such a weird fighter. You have fights like the William Knight fight when he looks amazing, and then you have fights like Azamat and Ian when he just looks shitty. He's such a weird fighter. He has such an up and down he's a very hot and cold fighter, which is the worst type of fighter to try and pick, because you never know if you're getting the hot side or the cold side, and with him, lately it seems like the cold side. But at the same time, can you really get mad at him for Azamat Murzakanov and Anthony Smith? Not necessarily. Kutilaba, yes. And William Knight's dog shit, so should be winning that one, I would hope. But man, he's a hard one to predict. You got a hard fight to predict versus a fighter who is just not that great. I think they're both about the same level, fighter-wise. Just now, who's gonna look better on fight night? The betting odds say it will be Da Un Jung at -230 to +190, which I think is fucking insane. I would have a 115 apiece. I think it's a coin flip fight, like the Bowen fight. I don't think you go wrong with either pick. Who am I picking in this one? I think I'm going Brown Bear. I'm going Devin Clark, man. I don't know why. I have a weird feeling about this fight. I think he could get the win. I don't know why. I just have a weird feeling he can get the win. I feel like Jung might choke this one. He's coming off of his first UFC loss, a bad knockout. And Devin Clark's a lot better than some of the guys Dong has been fighting. He also beat William Knight, but he couldn't even finish William Knight. Come on, dude. Mike Rodriguez. I don't know, man. I have a weird feeling Clark might win this. I'm gonna go Devin Clark in this one. I don't know why. I just have a weird feeling. I'm going to Brown Bear by decision. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I look smart by the end of this fight, or I look fucking stupid. More likely than not, I look stupid, but nothing new. I'm going Devin Clark by decision. And now the main event of the evening. The second time booked for a main event. Hopefully we actually fucking get it this time. And Da Un Jung and Devin Clark in the main event. We have Derek the Black Beast Lewis versus Sergey Polar Bear Spivak. I'm not gonna waste much time on this fight because it's A, pretty simple, and B, I've already broken down. If you want to see me break down probably a little better in depth than I do here, go watch breakdown from a couple months ago. Long story short, this fight comes down to two things. Comes down to one of two things. Either Lewis knocks him out early or Spivak submits him. Just like I probably said in the first breakdown of this, I am biased and I'm picking Lewis, but what do I think's gonna happen? I think Sergey's gonna take him. I think he's gonna survive round 1, and round 2, middle, late of the round, he's gonna submit him. So I'm hoping Derek can get the knockout here. Do I think it's gonna happen? No. I think Sergey is gonna be on his hips the whole time to where Derek can't knock him out. And I think Sergey's probably gonna win. And I think Sergey should be a bigger favorite than -230. I'd have him -300. So I'm gonna go Derek Lewis by knockout in the first. I'm biased, you know me. I love making biased picks. So Derek Lewis, Lewis by knockout in the first. Not gonna happen. I know. Don't have to tell me, but you never know. Hopefully Big Dan ain't reffing this way. I know shorter videos than most of mine, but I skipped half the card, and I just don't have a lot to talk about. The only fights I really can go in depth on are Mandy Boehm, Derek Lewis, but I already broke that down, and you already know about him. Devin Clark, Tybura. Besides that, not much to really say. And I bet you don't want to hear me cough anymore anyways. Hopefully by next week's breakdown I'll feel better. But before I end the card, to go over my picks one more time. Tetsuya Taria by decision. Jung Park by decision. Mandy Boehm by decision. Yasaku Kinoshita, lock of the night by knockout in the first. Duho Choi by knockout in the second. Marcin Tybura by decision. Devin Clark by decision. And Derek Lewis by knockout in the first. If you want to see who I pick for the 4 road 2s, look at my account tag down below always on Saturday, and you'll see. So 10 p.m. EST, the card will be starting, so we got all Saturday to relax and get ready. So I hope you enjoy the fights. Tell me your picks down below, and when we hear from me again, you'll hear from me next week for a breakdown of the biggest fight of the year, Ivan Makhachev versus Alexander Volkanovski, UFC 284. Not a great card outside of that fight, but you know, we make with what we got. Hopefully I'm not coughing then, because I know on watch back I'm gonna pull my fucking eyes out listening to this. So yeah, overall, hope you enjoyed the video as much as you could. Tell me your picks down below, all that. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the card. Gonna be a late start. Watch some fights, get some sleep, going to Sunday, and yeah, no more to say. All I can think of besides like, comment, sub, and as always, RX out. Can I please stop coughing?